At least one political writer said today that Senator Ted Kennedy affected more social legislation than any other lawmaker in the history of the Republic. We thought one way to look at his life might be the way some people looked at him today, the way filmmaker Frank Capra might have looked at life. What would it have been like without a Ted Kennedy? It's an interesting question to ask our report tonight from NBC's Kevin Tibbles.
Jam and then catch on the outsides. Okay?
Without Ted Kennedy, the University of Notre Dame's women's volleyball team just might not have a place to play, at least on equal footing with the men.
I think without the urgency or the passion that Edward Kennedy had for this movement, I question whether it would have happened. I think it would have happened, but certainly not in the time that it did.
Kennedy's steadfast support of the Title IX educational amendments made it law that women be afforded the same opportunities as men. From the freedom to play to freedom of movement, Ted Kennedy's battle on behalf of the disabled has made America far more accessible. Just ask 28-year-old Joelle Irizarry.
It just helps us reintegrate back to the community. Without it, I might not never leave the house because, the whole city will be inaccessible.
From immigration and education reform to health care and affordable housing, the common thread of Ted Kennedy's life's work, many say, was their welfare.
They could count on him, whether you were a farm worker, a cotton picker, a woman, or a day worker, or Native American, you could count on Ted Kennedy standing there with strength.
Here's your food for the week.
For the elderly, Kennedy's work also meant independence through his support of the Meals on Wheels program, which now delivers 1 million meals a day across America.
I'm glad to be able to receive Meals on Wheels. Otherwise, I don't know how I would be existing, really.
Without Ted Kennedy, this program probably would have never come into existence. They would have never received the help that they have.
Though most never met him, many say Ted Kennedy's passion was people, and tonight they have lost a champion. Kevin Tibbles, NBC News, Chicago.